and welcome to a brand new reading vlog. So the last time I did a clip was obviously in the last vlog, and I had just finished The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. I said that I wasn't gonna start Now I Rise yet, but I changed my mind and I started Now I Rise. It's now Saturday, so it's been a couple days. Yesterday I finished Now I Rise by Kirsten White. This is the second book in the Conquerors saga, I think it's called. It's just so good. I loved this book. I gave it 4.5 stars, a little bit less than the first book. Obviously, I still loved it. I just really enjoyed the passage of time in the first book because you start with the characters being very young and you see them kind of grow up, and I just love that. This, however, was pretty much just like a few months of time, so it felt a little bit slower, but it wasn't like bad kind of slow. The thing about this book, like I've said before, is that the characters are just so amazing that it doesn't matter really what's happening with the plot because I'm just here for these characters. They're absolutely some of my new favorites of all time. Radu is a sweet cinnamon roll, but he's also strong and he also does what he has to do. A lot of the times in books I feel like the characters who are softer and more just not as vicious as the other characters are kind of pushed to the wayside when it comes to getting shit done. But Radu is always right there doing the work, doing things, and he's so smart, and I just I want to hug him because and Lada is the exact opposite in where she is vicious, you know, she's not soft. She goes out for what she wants and she'll take it by any means necessary. Oh my gosh, I could go on for a while about this, but if you haven't read this series, please, please, please read it. Get on it. The last book comes out in July, so you have until then to catch up, and you got, I don't know how everyone is not raving about this series because these characters are so freaking good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about this now. Read it, please. Today I started a new book, because like I said, I finished that yesterday. So I started Map of Fates by Maggie Hall, which is the second book in, I don't know what the series is called, but the first book is The Conspiracy of Us, so that trilogy. Do y'all hear that? That's the sound of me having a new phone. I got a new phone, which means I have a camera that can record volume, sound, without me using my crappy headphone microphone. I feel so free. There's no more strings on me.
There are no strings on me.
So it's been a hot minute since we talked. I literally can't remember the last time I filmed a clip. I am pretty sure though that since the last time we talked, I finished Map of Fates. I think I was still reading it during my last clip. I gave it like a 3.7, although on Goodreads I did like do the 4 because that was like the higher roundup, I guess. And it was very close to being a 4 because this was, I think, a lot better than the first one. But for me, the one thing that's keeping this series down is just that it is so ridiculous at times that I'm like, this is not possible. Like, my mind cannot wrap around this being possible. That might just be a me thing, I don't know, but that's the one thing that's stopping this series from being like, you know, real good. But I did enjoy the characters. I did enjoy all the action in this. It's a really fun series. I don't think it should be like taken seriously, I guess. They're not characters that I'm gonna be like, oh, my children, but they're characters who I can, you know, enjoy for the time in which I'm reading it. And I think this is the first time that I feel very 50-50 on a romance. Like there's a love triangle, because of course, and I'm honestly very 50-50 on it. In fact, I think I like it as like an OT3 if anything, which doesn't normally happen. Normally I'm pretty stuck on a side, so that's really interesting. It is now Tuesday. I don't know if I said that, but since then I have started The Ends of the World. I think these are definitely best to marathon. Like I think if I was reading these and taking like a long break period between them, especially waiting for another book to come out, I don't think it would be as enjoyable. Like I just think it's, the audiobooks for this are, Whitney, I swear to God, the audiobooks for this are real good too, so I recommend. So y'all remember yesterday when I said that none of the characters in the Conspiracy of Us series, you know, were like children to me and I wasn't that attached to them. Well, update, I would die for Stellan Korlev, Russian. It is Wednesday, 10:43 p.m. and I just finished The Ends of the World, the third book in this trilogy. Gave it a 3.75, basically a 4-star, just not quite. Like I said, I was really won over by the characters in this one and Stellan mostly. Like, I was tempted to give this book 4 stars just because of how much I love Stellan. The romance was so good. I was literally squealing at times when I would read it, and it was just, oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love Stellan so much, if you couldn't tell. I also love Jack, who's another character in this series, but not as much as I love Stellan. Stellan is just such a cinnamon roll, both with an S and a C. Another thing that I really liked in this book, which I just realized I didn't mention in my Goodreads review, but there was some like mental health rep in this. The main character, Avery, has panic attacks, and it's actually Stellan, because of course, who kind of tells her like what you're feeling is real, but you're having a panic attack. Like, he like basically explains like panic attacks and stuff to her. Because she doesn't know what's happening, and I'm so emotional. The one thing holding this back from, like I said, being a 4-star was that the plot was just kind of so-so for me, and I felt like the ending was a little underwhelming. Something I've said about this series in the past that has, again, kept me from loving it is that it's just been kind of ridiculous with the storyline, and with this one, it wasn't as ridiculous, but it didn't match up to the drama I feel that the first 2 books set, and so it just was like a little more boring, and like the ending definitely could have been like more exciting than it was. But other than that, it was pretty good. Like I said, the characters, I love them now. I love Stellan. That's pretty much all this clip has been, is me saying I love Stellan. So today has been a bit of a day. It's almost 4 right now, and I started off my day with going to a psych appointment, so that's always fun. I don't know if I'm gonna read right now because I have a concert tonight. Yeah, I'm seeing the one and only Lorde. I'm so freaking excited. This is the first tour on her North American leg for the Melodrama World Tour, and I'm just so I don't know, I might just listen to Melodrama and get ready. I honestly don't know when I'm going to read today. There's literally no reading update. It's just me being like, I didn't read, so what was the point of this? I don't know.
We're all the things that we do for fun, and I wave and it don't play alone. Make believe it's hyper real. I live in a hologram with you. Good is so low. Dreams of clean teeth. I can tell that you're tired, but you keep the car on while you're running out front. You pick me up and take me home again. Say, we're hollow like the bottles that we drank. You drink purist over the steering wheel. Posters can drive from here. We might be hollow, but we're brave. And I like you. I love these roads where the houses don't change. And I like you. Where we can talk like there's something to say. And I like you. Psychopathic crush, drink up your movements. Still I can't get enough. I overthink the punctuation use. Not my fault, just a thing that my mind do. Rush at the beginning. I get caught up just for a minute. Don't talk about us on the purpose, how we kissed and killed each other. Whoa. Don't talk about us and discover how we kissed and killed each other. Whoa. This was melodrama. Something that we all
So good.
I don't deserve another one. Where's my boyfriend?
I'm literally filming you right now. So thanks for that great nugget.
Hi, Bonnie's vlog. I'm very emo right now.
I'm trying to vlog.
Wait, what?
So it's almost time for the Oscars. Look at this cheese plate my mom did up for me. She's so cute. I got my champagne with some ginger ale. I got my Oscar viewing buddy Whitney, who has not seen a single movie this year, but who cares?
I don't know anything.
We ready. Let's go.
1 week later.
Hello, it is Sunday, March 11th. I honestly need to figure out where I'm ending and starting, like, because I have so many different vlog clips, and I need to figure out how I'm going to just, like, maintain them all. For what I think I'm going to do, though, I think it's been a few days since I talked to y'all, because the last clips I filmed were from not yesterday, but the day before, which was Friday, March 9th, and on that day, I went to see Tahara Mafi. I went to her signing, like, last minute. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. So I went to her signing in Naperville, Illinois, hosted by Anderson's Bookshop. Triggered. But yeah, it was with her and Ransom, and it was a really great time. The reason that it's not in this vlog is because I decided to just make it its own, just because I feel like that's a good standalone vlog, like going to a signing for people who just want to see the signing, and then I can put all the footage that I got of her talking in there, and it'll be great. That I plan to have up like really soon, so I'm sure it's already up by the time this is up, so go watch it if you haven't already. So the last time I talked to y'all, I think, was when I finished The Sky is Everywhere by J.D. Nelson, which I said, great book, excellent, 4.5. Psych, I can't find the footage from when I finished The Sky is Everywhere, but it was really good. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it handled grief so well. I didn't quite get to a 5-star because I think some of it was just a little cheesy, like the dialogue and some of the drama just wasn't quite for me, I guess, but overall it was beautiful. J.D. Nelson is such an amazing author. She's definitely one of my new favorite authors. I can't believe I just read her for the first time this year, and I can't wait for whatever she does next. Go read her books if you haven't, especially The Sun is Also, not The Sun is Also Star, damn it, I'll give you The Sun. Okay, back to the clip. I don't think I ever updated you on my Restore Me thoughts, though, I just realized, because obviously I did read it, and I finished it in like under 12 hours or something like that. That's what you have to do when you're friends with Whitney. You have to keep up so you can be a part of the discussion. I feel like my feelings of it have been kind of mixed. When I first read it, I was like, what did I just read? And I gave it 3 stars. Although the more it sits with me, the more I'm like, maybe 4 stars. Literally ever since it came out, all I've been doing is discussing it with Whitney and Sasha, and I'm not even a stan, but I guess I am now. It was just such a wild ride, and I don't think any of us were expecting all the twists and turns that it delivered. It was definitely one of the most fast-paced books I've ever read, or maybe it just felt that way because I was like reading it quickly on purpose, but it went by so fast, y'all. If you need a quick read, Restore Me, 10 out of 10, do recommend. But yeah, I think at times it just felt a little like too much, too fast, because it was just so like a 180, I feel like, from what we've read before, and there was just so much happening that I was like, it's like that Mr. Krabs meme where he's like, so I think I am gonna like the next books in this series more, because I think they're gonna do more explaining, and they're gonna take their time a little more, kind of working through these plot points that were introduced. But yeah, I would say it's a 4-star, you know. It's been like in my mind for a while, and I think I would give it 4 stars. But anyway, that was like 4 days ago now, so let me catch you up. Remember when I said I had that goal that I was gonna like keep reading every single day? Yeah, that was a fake goal, and it hasn't been working lately. I've just been kind of oddly busy in March, which is weird for me, but I mean, okay. I haven't finished a new book since The Sky is Everywhere, but I have started 3. Well, kind of. I'm about to start a 3rd one, which is so unlike me. Normally, I only read 1 book at a time. So basically, it started with me deciding to read The Opposite of Loneliness by Marina Keegan. I can't remember when I started this, and I didn't say on Goodreads, which messes up my tracking, but okay. But anyway, I started reading this and I only got through the first essay before I was like, I'm so tired, I cannot read anymore, and I put it down. But that first essay was really good, so I am looking forward to continuing. I like this because it is essay, so I can kind of take my time. Like, I can put it down and come back to it, and it's not going to be like I forgot the plot or anything. And then the other night, Whitney texted me and she was like, hey, I'm gonna read Burial Rites this week if you want to read it with me. So I was like, hell yeah. So I've started Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This is the novel about the last execution in Iceland. I think it's about this girl who's you know, being put up for execution, and we're kind of like learning about her and the time, and like it's pretty interesting so far. The writing is absolutely gorgeous. I'm about halfway through. I was gonna keep reading it today, but then Whitney commented on my Goodreads updates and she was like, bitch, slow down. I said I'm on page 15, not 150. But also I got an audiobook in from my library, so I don't want that to, you know, expire before I get to read it. So right now, if I ever finish this freaking clip, it's literally 7 minutes long, I'm going to start The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Hello! So it is Wednesday the 14th, and last night I finished Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This book was absolutely gorgeous. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't quite a 5 because I think the beginning of this book just really stirred up a lot of intrigue and mystery, but the end didn't really follow through on that. I feel like it kind of, I don't know, just descended a little in the second half of the book. But it was absolutely gorgeous. Like, the writing, oh, freaking fantastic. Hannah Kent has quite a way with weaving a sentence, and the story as a whole was like good. It just wasn't very exciting. It's a very slow burn, not really any action. It's more of just you're hearing the story, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It paints such an amazing picture of the time period and of Iceland. It is so atmospheric, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it just for the writing alone because it's absolutely gorgeous. I know the movie is going to star Jennifer Lawrence, so I'm real excited. Can't wait for that. Since then, I have not done any reading because I have so much schoolwork to do this week, and it's like I'm so stressed. But like next week is spring break, so I just gotta push through. Since we last talked, I haven't read any more of The Kiss of Deception or The Opposite of Loneliness because apparently I can really only read one book at one time. Try as I might to read multiple, it's just not my thing. I'm really like focusing on one book at a time. So yeah, I'm still barely into this, like maybe 50 pages, maybe. So I think now I'm gonna read this for like an hour or so, just get some in because I've been doing homework, and then I watched This Is Us, which I love. But yeah, I'm gonna go read this now. Bye. Hello, so it is the next day now, and I am coming on here to end this vlog because I was importing some clips into, you know, my editor, and if I edit this video the way I think I'm gonna edit, which is including all the footage that I currently have, which goes back to February 20th? Yikes. If I edit all of it together, it's gonna be a very long vlog, so I need to end this one so that I can just start fresh, start clean. I am still reading The Kiss of Deception, of course. I'm probably about 100 or so pages in, so not very far because this is like a 500-page book. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, I feel like not much has happened yet to really give a sound opinion on it, but I'm enjoying the writing. I'm pretty hooked into what's gonna happen, and the audiobook is really good. I'm half reading this, half listening to it, and it's pretty good. So you want to know my final thoughts on it, you're gonna have to tune into the next reading vlog. That was dumb, sorry. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. See you in my next video. Bye!